Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. All honor, glory, praise go up and out to the Most High Yahweh, Yahuwah, Ba'ashem, Mashiach, Yahweh, Yahusha. Form Yahshua. All right. Once again, all glory and praises go to the Almighty Allah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. We're gonna move on, but one more time for right now, I'm gonna touch on the same topic about this madness that's going on. Well, it ain't madness. It's madness to the Gentiles about Kyrie and Kanye. It ain't about them. It's about the Most High and what the Most High doing. How the Most High's hand is orchestrating the whole situation. That's got everybody in an uproar, right? Through two individuals, right? And it's a beautiful thing and it's a blessing because we've been saying it and we're gonna keep saying it. What they saying. Only difference is they are the idols and the idol worshipers are upset, which are the so-called black people. They're upset because their idols are being disrespected. Sad truth is, it's a sad truth for the so-called black people because they're not paying attention to us via our family members or whatever. They're not paying attention to us per se, but they're paying attention to their idols. So with that being said, if they ain't careful, they're gonna trick themselves into coming back to the Most High. Because these brothers, so far, they are consciously coming back to who they are. They're trying to anyway, with their mouth. With their mouth. Even if they are entangled in the entertainment world, waist high. Even if they're entangled in that world, waist high. If they just say something, whatever it is they've been doing or whatever it is they've been saying, people have been gravitating to it in their career. So, okay, now the shift is changing. So they'll start talking about that we are the true Israelites, right? So if everybody keep following them, they're going to find themselves worshiping the Most High. Something they ain't been trying to do. But the thing is, the Most High is the one, he said, he's going to cause them to come back to him. How he said he was going to do it, it ain't very specific. It's all kind of avenues because there's a million idols out there. It's all kind of avenues. He can do it any kind of way he wants. Just so happen right now, he using them two cats. There's many that said it before him. But it's just that the time that we're in right now, that the impact is different from times before, right? And we should be able to tell through the spirit where we're at, according to what's going on and how the Most High is moving. All praises to the Most High. So all I want to say is that to them brothers or anybody who just watching that madness out there, because it is madness. Like I said, it's madness to the Gentiles. Madness. We can defeat the giant. And us representing knowing who we are as Israelites off the bat, we know we can defeat the giant. But the our so-called family members and all the other people of our nation don't think so. So they're scared. They bite their tongue, they hold back, they bow down, they bend over, right? They do all the abominable acts that need to be done to show this giant that they are scared of them and that they honor them as if they are the Most High, right? We can beat the giant. I just hope Kyrie and Kanye just stay on this square. Let me tell you, man, once again, I'm going to keep saying this. This ain't the first time, and it ain't going to be the last time. Somebody got to die. Be it with them brothers or even in fringes. Somebody got to die. All right? If you really want to come back to the Most High and you see how strong Satan does not want you to wake up your people. And by all and any means, whatever he feel like he need to do, he'll do it because he need to shut your mouth. He He need to shut your mouth. Because it ain't but ones and twos who's talking. The multitude is still asleep. That's who Satan wants, the multitude. He want to kill off the heads and keep condemning the multitude, right? That's been going on ever since. But his time is up. So I'm just going to touch on it a little bit more. And if the Most High bring on another event or situation, then I got to touch on it. But for right now, let's go. We can beat the giant. Okay? So guess what, man? I am Kyrie. I am Kanye. And guess what? I am Israel versus Goliath. I am. Yes, I am. I'm Kyrie and I'm Kanye and I'm Israel versus Goliath. Israel versus Goliath. Israel versus Goliath. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7 through 8. All right. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7 through 8. For the Almighty Elohim have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So the brother speaking as if he got a sound mind. He been doing some research, right? And that's one thing we got to be careful with. Because when we start wondering and figuring out who we are, and you get interested in it, you're going to mess around and the spirit of the Most High going to jump on you. Then you're going to be stuck. Then you're going to be stuck because once he grab you, ain't nothing you can do. Some going to have to get cut off, right? Some going to have to get cut off. Some going to have to die. Some going to have to get severed by the roots. By the roots. When you cut the roots off, you're killing life. Whatever it is. When you cut the roots off, you're killing life. Ain't that what happened to us? Roots. They cut us off. They cut our heritage off. We didn't know it to this day. We still don't accept who we are. The only way we accept it is when they tell us who we are. And we accept that. But when one from their own family or from their own city, right, try to tell them, they ignore it. They ignore it. So we was cut off at the roots. We were cut off at the roots. 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7 through 8. For the Almighty Elohim have not given us the spirit of fear, sir, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So he didn't give us the spirit of fear. That's why I said, Kyrie and Kanye, y'all can beat, I guess they feel like they can beat the giant. If they didn't, they wouldn't be running their mouth. Because they got a lot to lose. I reckon they do. They got fame to lose. They do not have fortune, but they do have fame to lose. Right? They ain't been set up on high. They've been set up on high to make it seem as if they're somebody extra. When in reality, our whole nation just about can do everything they doing and better. They just plucked a couple of them out the nation, set them up once again, made it look like they were better than everybody else in the nation, and we followed. Simple. But he has not given us the spirit of fear, y'all. So somebody reach out to them brothers and then reinforce that, because they already look like, one brother said he ain't backing down. I just hope he stand on his square. Like I said, somebody got to die. Maybe the brother, he's tired of bending over. Maybe he tired of getting on his knees. Maybe he tired of begging another man. Maybe he tired of it. Maybe he's tired of it. Right? Maybe he ready to stand up against that giant. Maybe he ready to pick that slingshot up, wound it up and hit him dead in the middle of his forehead, right between the eyes. And kill him. And kill him. Verse 8. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our master. Don't be ashamed. And obviously, for right now, they are not ashamed. Even if they ain't doing or going as hard as we going, trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, right? They late comers in the game, but guess what? They still get the same wages. Thus says our master. They still get the same wages. So keep doing what y'all doing. I'm prophesying in the wind. Because I'll be the last one that one of them brothers to see as far as the video goes. But still, yet and still, make it be a conversation amongst the family. Make it be a conversation amongst the family. Pass it on. Right? One muscle to the next muscle. Pass it on. Verse 8. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of the master, of our master, nor of me, his prisoner. Be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel, according to the power of the Almighty Elohim. Be partakers of the affliction. Don't be ashamed to stand up and tell everybody you're an Israelite, you're the real Jew. Right? Don't be scared, because they putting all kind of pressure on you. Nick Cannon, don't be scared. Do not be scared. The Most High didn't give us the spirit of fear. Don't be ashamed to tell these folks that the master teacher of Mashiach Yahushua is your big brother from the tribe of Judah. Be partakers of the affliction that comes with it. Because as we can see to this day still, them folks don't want you to claim who you are. Them brothers were stood up and told them they were Muslims. They wouldn't say a word. Islam would not say a word. So how come it is that when we say that we the real Hebrew Israelites, it's time to bring out the shotgun? Why is that? It's time to bring the shotgun out, right? It's time to start getting rid of some family members. It's time to start draining out bank accounts, right? It's time to pull back from all the little tokens and gifts that we gave them. And they didn't give it to them. It was a lease deal. If you will buy and do like we tell you to do, we'll keep your name on these sneakers. We'll keep your name on these sweaters, blah, 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 whatever. But when you mess up, we cut you off. So it does not belong to them. They don't got no money. They ain't got no money. All they got is the master teacher and the Most High and they people. If they'd have known that before they went and signed off, or their mama and them signed them off, we wouldn't be probably having this conversation. But we got some wicked Negroes out there, starting with the family first. That's all we've been at the bottom so long. We'll sell anything to have a piece of this American poisonous pie. We'll sell anything. Our own bodies, our children, our mama, our daddy, whoever, however. You'll sell a child before the child get born. And that's a covenant a lot of the entertainers make too. Before they even have a child, they already made a covenant with the entertainment world to hand that child over, to defile that child. Am I lying? Look at all the entertainers. I don't care who they are. Look at them all. Magic Johnson, Will Smith, Cher. Look at them all. Freaking, you name them. All their children are the other way around. All of them. You name them. It does not matter. All of them. All of them. So the Most High said, don't be ashamed of the master teacher, man. And do not the testimony of the master teacher. And be partakers of the affliction, son. Right? Because when you go to war, somebody gonna get hurt. Somebody gonna get killed. Everybody ain't promised to come back home. Everybody not promised to come back home. So when you go to war, expect casualties, man. That's just it. We right back at it in a strong way. Coming up against the Giants. You gotta tie up your shoelaces, baby. Put your army boots on. Put your combat boots on. Get ready for war. Get ready for war. Isaiah chapter 50, verse 5. The Most High, the Almighty Elohim, hath opened mine ear, and I was not rebellious, neither turned away back. So that's what's up with Kyrie. He got his ears open now. Kanye got his ears open now. Now all I'm saying is don't turn back. The Most High done open your eyes up. You got your ears open. Do not turn back. Do not be rebellious. All right? We can beat the giant. Isaiah 50:5. The Most High, the Almighty Elohim, Yahweh, have opened mine ear, and I was not rebellious, neither turned away back. Period. Period. He opened my eye to see I got enemies in front of me. I'm not going to go back and run. I ain't going to tuck my tail and run. If he tell me to go scope out this situation, and when you get there, say something or whatever he tell me to do, that's what I got to do. I cannot buck the system or rebel. Right? I can't bring back a false report. And that's once again, the encouragement getting put out to them brothers. Put out the truth for once in your life. Put out the truth for once in your life. You're doing good so far, keep it moving. Right? Don't turn back and be not rebellious. The Most High done open your eyes and your ears. You see it. If it's affecting you, good. Be a part of the affliction that comes with it. Good. Don't be ashamed to dwell with your people. Just because they had you up on high for 12 years or so. Don't think it's a grievous thing to bring your mindset back down from where you thought you was, because you really weren't up there. You really weren't put up on high. When you deal with Satan, you actually put down lower. You have a better chance of just not even being an entertainer at all, because those people are above you. But the people don't know that. The people think you are above them because Satan put them in your face. When you deal with Satan, you're actually going below zero. Simple, man. Moving on. Isaiah chapter 27, verse 6, man. Isaiah chapter 27, verse 6. He shall cause them that come of Jacob to take root. Listen good. Israel shall blossom and bud and fill the face of the world with fruit. All right, I'm going to read it again. I'm going in. He is the Almighty Elohim. He shall cause them that come of Jacob to take root, like Kyrie and Kanye. We already in it, been in it, gonna stay in it. Hopefully everybody stay in it. It's gonna be a falling away here and there, but only those the Most High have rooted gonna stay in it. They're gonna stay in it. He shall cause them that come of Jacob to take root. And once we take root in the Most High's fertile soil, no one can pluck us up out of his hands. Period. That's what I said earlier. Be careful of what you ask for, especially when it comes to the Most High, because you'll get it and you can't go back. You cannot go back. Like the Most High said, like the OJ, he made a song. I guess you got your hooks in me. That's what's up. That's what's up. When the Most High roots you, it's a wrap. Unless he don't want you. He shall cause them that are of Jacob, that come of Jacob, to take root. Israel shall blossom and bud. That's what the Most High said. Israel shall blossom and bud. So if we see what's going on, if we continue to keep putting this work in, it's going to reach all the way to them brothers like that. And them brothers are in control of the dead ones out here, right? The congregation of the dead. Those are their followers. Those are their subscribers, right? Those are their fans. Those are their worshipers. Our people worship idols. So if the Most High put a spirit on them and make them start talking about thus says the Most High Yahweh, I'm an Israelite. I ain't no African, or I ain't this, I ain't that. Let them keep saying it. And the people going to find themselves talking about their Israel. Then they're going to find themselves coming back to COTP to do what? Continue to learn. Continue to learn. We already planted the seed. Even before I came out here. Way before me. Way before me. Brothers already had planted the seed, was putting that work in. They were putting the work in. Brothers, a lot of them still out here putting that work in. All praises to the Most High. It might be a little rough around the edges, but they're still in it. Right? He shall cause them that come of Jacob to take root. Israel shall blossom and bud and fill the face of the world with fruit. And the fruit they're going to continue to fill the world with is righteousness. Coming back to the Most High, knowing who they are. They're going to fill the world with this thing that's going on with Kyrie and that's going on with Kanye. It's going to be all over the world. Somebody going to step up and be ready to get it on. Facing that giant. We're going to have the giant knees knocking before the fight gets started, because he's going to be like, what's really going on with the little man? Why they keep coming up like that? They got something in their back pocket, or they got some kind of ray gun, or what's going on? So we're going to have them thinking. And the battle going to be won before it gets started. All y'all got to do is be strong and of good courage. Right? Be courageous. Know the Most High going to be with you, man. We done came this far. So what? We've been living in the land of the giants, and he been stepping on us before we got born. Been killing all people before they got born. But it's our turn now, right? It's our turn now. Good luck. It's our turn now, baby. Right? We crushing the head of the serpent. We're going to get back into that. Isaiah chapter 27, verse 13. We're going to get back into that. We're crushing the head of the serpent, baby. Isaiah 27 and 13, man. And it shall come to pass in that day. Prophecy. Somebody reach out and tell Kanye and Kyrie, we strong, we are people of prophets. All right? We are COTP. We deal with prophecy. We deal with things that's gonna happen. We put up warning signs. Somebody tell them, y'all. Isaiah 27 and 13. And it shall come to pass in that day that the great trumpet shall be blown, and they shall come, which were ready to perish in the land of Assyria. He said they shall come. They're going to come back to him. Those that are ready to perish. Those that are ready to perish. Those that are ready to stand up. Got their mind made up. Win or lose. I'm going in the land of Assyria, in the land of the giants. Ancient Assyrians was the land of the giants, right? Mighty kings. Let's get it. And it shall come to pass in that day that the great trumpet shall be blown, and they shall come, which were ready to perish in the land of Assyria, and the outcast in the land of Egypt. Once again, another land of the giants, another land of the fallen ones, right? Another land where we was in captivity at also. Assyria and Egypt. All these were the land of the giants. Right? It shall come to pass in that day that the great trumpet shall be blown, and they shall come which were ready to perish in the land of Assyria, and the outcasts in the land of Egypt, and the outcasts in the land of Egypt. We over here in modern day Egypt, modern day Assyria right now. And shall worship the Most High, Yahweh, in the holy mount at Jerusalem. And shall worship the Most High, Yahweh, in the holy mount at Jerusalem. That's what the Most High said gonna happen, and it's gonna happen. And it shall come to pass. The Most High said it's gonna come to pass. And they're gonna kill each other back here. And it shall come to pass. In that day the great trumpet shall be blown. And they shall come which were ready to perish in the land of Assyria, ready to die, ready to be whatever, ready to perish. Got our minds made up. All those who come in this walk got their mind made up. You ain't, you better. If you ain't ready, you better get ready. If you ain't ready, you better get ready. I'm telling you. Because you see the threats that they pose every time we try to say we the real Jews. Right? They hate you, man. They hate the fact that you are Jacob. They hate the fact that they hate the truth, man. They are living lies and they hate the truth. Isaiah 31:30. Isaiah 31, Salaki, and 3. Isaiah 31:3. The devil ain't gonna never like the truth. It's gonna burn him up like that water burnt the witch. This water right here gonna burn that witch. The Most High said we shouldn't suffer a witch to live. So Kanye or Kyrie, they might have read that scripture. And they spewing out water on them witches. And them witches burning, steaming. Right? Boils popping up in their skin. They burning. Throwing that water on them. Throwing water on them. That's a warning. That's just a warning. Dealing with the Most High. Isaiah chapter 30. Salaki. 31. Verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots. Huh? He said, woe to them that go down into Egypt. Right? And stay on horses. Won't come off like Shaq, like Shaq and like Charles Barkley keep talking and coming up against his brother that want to stay on their horses. They don't want to come down off the top of their little horses that their slave master allow them to rent or lease. They love it. They hated being in the field. They hated it. They couldn't wait to get inside the house like Samuel L. Jackson. They couldn't wait. So I can tell y'all everything them Negroes doing back there, out there in the barn, I'm going to tell them everything they doing. Anytime one of them start trying to run away, I'm coming to tell. If you give me a rifle, I'll go after him. I'll kill him myself. If you give me a rifle, I'll go after him and kill him myself. That's how much they hate their own people. Right? So it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses. Lord, to stay in the house with the master. I want to stay in here with you, master. I want to wash your feet. I want to cook your breakfast. I want to wash your stinking drawers. And trust in chariots because they are many. See what I'm saying? So we ain't got nothing. They got tired of not having nothing, which is typical. I grew up that way. I grew up that way. A lot of most Negroes grew up that way, not having nothing. Nothing. Yeah, you get tired of it. Yeah, you want to break free from it. Yeah, you look at the people who controlling you and you want to live like them. Right? At least you want to partake in some of that they doing. Some of that look like to be joy to you or good times. You want to partake in that. That's typical. Right? But to what point do you do it and forget about your people? Do you do it and forget about your people? Do you do it and forget about your people? One thing I can say about Issachar, one thing I can say about Issachar, about that tribe over here in America, the so-called Mexicans, they get their money, they send their money back home. They do. They try to bring their folks up. These Negroes been spoiled to the fullest. Dog eat dog. Dog eat dog, man. So the Most High said, warn to them that go down to Egypt for help and not coming to him, he said. And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, because these folks got a lot. You envy them or you admire them. I want to be just like my master. I admire them. Matter of fact, I'm going to start talking like them. I'm going to do it better than they do it. I see people do it all the time at the job. You got one Negro walking with a so-called white man. I hear the Negro talking so proper. I don't even hear the so-called white man talking like he talking. This man trying to impress this man so much it's ridiculous. That's what the scripture talking about, man. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many. And in horsemen, because they are very strong. I want to be a part of that army. Woo, look at the new missile the United States just made. Woo, look at the new aircraft the United States just made. Boy, we got it going on. We, like in slavery. The house Negro like Samuel L. Jackson again. Shaq and Charles Barkley and LeBron and the rest of them Negroes till they stand up and do the right thing. Are we okay, master? We sick, master. Where we going, master? They ain't got no intentions on standing up and fighting this giant. None at all. So the little man got to stand up and fight the giant. The little man got to stand up and fight the giant. Bushwick Bill gonna fight the giant. All right? Bushwick Bill gonna fight the giant. Because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Most High. Don't have no mindset to call on the Most High. They sick of the Most High, never did really like him anyway. Right? They always had a mindset to look at the other people and want to be like them. They always hated themselves. They hate their own. Like I said, you got them house Negroes. Right? First one run away from the slave plantation, he'll want to go get him and kill him himself and bring him back, drag him back, so he can get that little half a ham sandwich the master done bit off. He's delighted with that. He's delighted with that. He has dreams at night. When he get that ham sandwich that master bit off, he has dreams about it. Good dreams. He can't believe it. Master gave me a ham sandwich. The one he bit off of. But that's the one I wanted. I ain't want no fresh ham sandwich. I want my master to bite off of it about 2 or 3 times and give it to me. That way me and him partaking in the same thing. We one of the same. We sure is. We one of the same. Numbers 13, 31 through 33. I gotta give off some examples. I'm telling y'all we can beat the giant. I know we can. We can beat the giant. I hope that Kyrie and Kanye continue to think the same thing. Gotta be ready to die. Gotta be ready to die. Right? You gotta be ready to die. That's all. Have your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. That's what you do. Get your mind right. Numbers 13, 31 through 33. Salakia, family. Numbers 13, 31 through 33. But the men that went up with him said, we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. That's what Shaq and Barkley, that's the vibration And that's the energy that they putting out towards our people. Kyrie and Kanye is idiots. They need to back down. They stupid. Why they doing this? Why they doing that? They gonna take our ham sandwich away. Why they doing that, man? Why they doing that? I ain't gonna be able to watch the man draw no more, nothing. Why y'all doing that? Why y'all doing that, Kanye? Why y'all doing that, Kyrie? Y'all better stop. That's what these Negroes saying. Instead of them standing behind their own folk, they rather worship Satan. They will not seek the Most High. Right? They trust in them chariots and trust in them horses and they army. They trust in this military. They got a purple, orange, yellow, and green and blue flag. They military do over here. That's the flag that they hoisting up now. That's the new American flag. The rainbow flag is the new American flag, starting with the White House, secondly, the military. Just to spew out that vibration on y'all too, to consume you Negroes that will not come back to the Most High. Thus says the Most High. Isaiah, 31:1. Consume you Negroes. Y'all know what that flag means. So if you're going to wear it, ain't no excuses. The Most High going to get rid of you Negroes like he doing already. One by one. Here a little, there a little. Giving y'all a chance to come back home before he start killing y'all all over. The news ain't going to be able to broadcast it. The news will not be able to broadcast it. Ain't going to be able to keep up. Ain't going to be able to keep up with the killing that the Most High going to put down. You can't. You can't. Verse 31 in Numbers chapter 13 through 33. But the men that went up with him said, we be not able to go up against the people, man. We can't go up against these Jews, so-called Jew or the Jewish people. For they are stronger than we. And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof. And all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. Yeah, so that may be true. Because this is a land that consumes all the people that stay over here. Spiritually consumes all the people that stay over here. First, we were physically consumed. Beat our backs out. Buck broke our backs out over here. He feminized us. Now he's killing us mentally. This is the last rodeo. He's killing us mentally. Some are seeing that's in progress, and a light came on. They don't want to be consumed, right? So yeah, this land does eat up the inhabitants thereof. But can we whoop them though? Is the key? Can we whoop them? Is there anybody out there that feel like they can whoop this giant? That's the deal. Is there anybody out there that feel like they can beat the giant? Are you scared? Really though? Are you gonna continue to live your life like a punk? Like a FAG? If you gonna still keep living your life like a FAG, man, like a sucker, man. Cause you won't say nothing. Cause you won't say nothing. I hope y'all ain't got no kids. Anybody got a spirit like that, please don't have no children. Especially no men with boys. Because it's all over for that child, man. Once again, is it anybody out there that ain't scared to stand up against the giant? And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. And there we saw the giants. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants. And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers. And so we were in their sight. So that's how Shaq and Barkley feel too. To me, big as this clown is, he gonna call Kyrie an idiot. When this clown stood there, 500 pounds, 7 feet plus inches tall, wearing pink high heels, wearing a blonde wig. This Negro did. You gonna call somebody an idiot when you a homo yourself. Barkley can't even talk right. Got his jaws full of saliva. Every time he talk, saliva flying out his mouth. Cannot pronounce words right, but he keep trying to talk like his master. You a sucker and you a coon. You a sucker and a coon, man. And the most I said, woe to y'all, destruction to you Negroes, man. You call another man an idiot. When you sit here kissing another man in the mouth on TV for the whole world to see. Wow. But you got something to say. Verse 33. And there we saw the giants, the son of Anak, which come of the giants. And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers. And so we were in their sight. So what? Are you scared before the battle starts? You can't think of a scheme or nothing to come up with some kind of way to bring him down to his knees? To bring him down to your height? Is it anybody amongst y'all that feel like they got a way that they can bring the giant down? Anybody? Anybody? Or is our whole race just been consumed with kissing the so-called white man's butt? Just tell it like it is, man. I can't deal with that kind of action, man. Cannot deal with that. Can't deal with it. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. That's the mentality you gotta have. You tell the giant, he gotta do what he gotta do. Do what you gotta do. But don't think I'm gonna do it laying down. Or you gonna do it and I'm gonna be laying down. Period. You got a fight coming. Numbers chapter 14 and 30. Doubtless ye shall not come into the land concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein, except or save Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua, the son of Nun, who was scared of the giants. Yeah, they went to the land and scoped it out too, with the other 12 that went. But these two, they had the same report. The other 10, they came back, and I don't know if they got bought off, but they just had they had that soft spirit on them. They had that effeminate spirit on them. These two cats right here had a whole nother spirit. They had the spirit that we can make this happen. We can do this because they already seen them. They seen how they move. Like the so-called white man, watch y'all over here, see how y'all move, and feed you back with what you desire and what you like, right? He sit and watch you, master you. And he cater to what it is that you like. So Caleb and Joshua went into the land and saw how they were moving and found a way that, you know what? Well, we can bring them down. Easy. Easy. You know how? Because they had the strongest power with them. They had the giant killer with them. The giant killer told them, go on over there and do it. Give y'all a few minutes. We got work to do. Just go over there and check it out. I'm going to run a test right quick. And I'm going to see who's going to pass this test. Who's going to fail it. 2 of them passed the test. 10 of them failed it. Right? Numbers 14 and 30, one more time, moving on. Doubtless you shall not come into the land, Shaq. Charles, right? LeBron and y'all. All y'all, man. Denzel, too, I don't care who you is. Y'all ain't coming back saying what you're supposed to say. Most High don't want to see you. And you won't be seen. some reason these clowns think they're going to go where their master go. When it all jump off, they don't understand. They're going to shut the door on them. Then them clowns going to try to run back to our people. Hopefully, and I pray, by that time, when we see them coming, we're knocking them down. You're not welcome. You're not welcome. Because the game don't get played like that. Numbers 14 and 30. Doubtless ye shall not come into the land concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. Numbers 14, 6 through 10. Numbers 14, 6 through 10. And Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes. Why? And they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying what? The land which we passed through to search it is an exceeding good land. Right? The land that we passed through to search it is an exceeding good land. If the Most High delight in us, then he will bring us into this land. But he does not delight in the doubtful, in the ones that won't that are ashamed of the testimony of our master. Those doubtless ones and those that are ashamed of the testimony of our master, right? Those who are ashamed to stand up and represent who they are naturally. Wow. Wow. And Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes, and they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we passed through to search it is an exceeding good land. If the Most High delight in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it us, a land which floweth with milk and honey. Only rebel not ye against the Most High. All y'all coons, only rebel not ye against the Most High. Neither fear ye the people of the land. See? For they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and the Most High is with us. Fear them not. Man, they are bread for us. We're going to eat them up. They bread for us. We're going to eat them up. We're going to eat them up. He said, don't fear the people in the land. They're trying to get the people to calm down. People need knocking. People scared. People don't start talking crazy. You know? People don't start murmuring against the Most High now. Murmuring. Because them boys came back with a very evil and fearful report. Because they saw some giants in the land. Because somebody said they were going to take away their endorsements. Right? Somebody said they were going to take away their endorsements, or somebody threatened them and said, you know what? I'm going to eliminate one of your family members if you don't apologize. I'm draining your bank accounts, and I'm threatening to eliminate one of your family members if you do not apologize. I'm sending my goons after you if you don't apologize. Get on your knees and apologize. Let me read again. Verse 9, chapter 14 in Numbers. Only rebel not ye against the Most High, neither fear ye the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and the Most High is with us. Fear them not. And the Most High is with us. Fear them not. But all the congregation bade stone them with stones. See what Shaq and Barkley and all the rest of them scary coons do? right? They said stone them with stone. Stone them with stone. We need to get rid of them. They're making it bad for us. We need to get rid of them. They're making it bad for us. Even though we got two that come back and said, be cool, y'all, they're telling lies, man. Don't be scared of them. So what? They threatening us. Do not be scared of them. Don't be scared of them. But the fear has been installed in the people already. And the people already still got their hearts attached to America, attached to Egypt, attached to Assyria. So it don't take nothing but for 2 or 3 people to get together and say, let's kill them and let's go back to Egypt. Let's just go on back to, we like the way they was treating us. Even though we on the bottom, we'll never rule. We still, I'd rather be in Egypt. I don't want to fight against them. I want to be with them. I don't want to fight against the American army. I want to be in the American army. I don't want to fight against them. Okay, anyway, verse 10, but all the congregation bade stone them with stones. And the glory of the Most High appeared in the tabernacle of the congregation before all the children of Israel. Got to tighten them up. Got to tighten them up. Because they about to take out the prophets. They about to take out the seers. They about to take out the seers. Right? Those who got a vision. Those who got a vision, they about to take them out. They planning and plotting to take them out. So the Most High had to come on a double. Because Charles Barkley and Shaq and all them done got together to take us out. They want to take Kyrie out. They want to take out Kanye. They're going to get physical. A lot of stuff getting said on the internet. I'm quite sure I ain't seen a 10th or 1% of what's out there about this situation. Because I am not one who like a whole lot of gossip and a whole lot of drama. But at the same time, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I just know a lot of this stuff that goes on right now, back in my time, somebody have to get it on. They have to get it on. Too much going on. It's sad, though. Jeremiah 51:20. It's sad, man. Jeremiah chapter 51:20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nation, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms. Matter of fact, let me jump up to verse 19 for more clarification. Because Kyrie is clearly saying that he found out he one of the sons of Jacob. Kanye saying the same thing. I'm a son of Jacob. That's why I trace my lineage and my heritage back to. I'm a son of Jacob. Jeremiah 51:19-20. The portion of Jacob is not like them. Like who? For he is the former of all things. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Most High of Hosts is his name. Jacob is not like them. He's the, the portion of Jacob is not like them. Not that small remnant and that small portion of Jacob. They ain't like them. They different. They set apart. They strong. They put fear behind them. They know they can beat the giant. Right? And he said, Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The rod. What kind of rod? Same rod he told you not to spare on your children when they get out of line. A whooping stick. a whooping stick. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Okay? The Most High of hosts is his name, Yahweh. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. O ye remnant of Jacob, O ye remnant of Israel, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations. And with thee I will destroy kingdoms. So that's where we at. That's why the messages get put out, because these folks are in fear that their kingdom is going to fall if they don't shut them boys up. Right? They're in fear that their kingdom is going to fall if they don't shut them up, because them boys got a lot of followers. And if all them people believed on what Kanye and Kyrie saying, they're going to go all the way down. That thus says the Most High anyway. So they can't stop what the Most High has ordained. They can try, but they can't stop it. Okay? Because the portion of Jacob is not like them. It ain't like them. They can't stop what the Most High said that's going to come to pass. Can't. 1 Samuel 17 and 4. We're talking about taking out the giant, taking him down, breaking him down. Yeah, we're talking about taking out the giant, man. Right? 1 Samuel 17 and 4. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines named Goliath of God, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. Y'all can look up the metrics. 6 cubits and a span. Y'all look up the metrics. So he's a few feet taller than Shaq. Few feet. 9, 10 feet tall. Almost 10 feet tall. He up there. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. Right? I'm going to jump to verse 8. And he stood and cried unto the armies of Israel. And he said unto them, why are ye come out to set your battle in array? Am not I a Philistine, and ye servants to Saul? Choose you a man for you, and let him come down to me. So that's the pride these folks got over here. Ain't you one of them Negroes? Don't you know I'm a Jew? Or I'm Jewish? Don't you know what you're doing? You better watch your mouth. You better watch your mouth. You better watch your mouth. That's a threat, right? Talking about, how come you don't come up against me, Kanye and Kyrie? What's wrong with y'all? Why are you come out to set your battle in array? Am not I a Philistine, and ye servants to Saul? Choose you a man for you, and let him come down to me. Right? Proud. Because their army was strong, proud. But is there anyone amongst you guys, amongst my people, that ain't scared to fight the giant? Anybody? Search it out through your family. Ask the question, man. Ask them, can we whoop the giant? A lot of them said we can. But let's see who will really go to war with you. Let's see who will really go to war with you. Or let's see how sleek they really are. Let's see how comfortable they really are. They so comfortable. They ain't with it today. They'll talk about it today. But when we say we're going to rise up early tomorrow and do it, They won't be found. They won't be found. You'll be all alone. You'll be all alone. Jump to verse 10 and 12. And the Philistines said, I defy the armies of Israel this day. Give me a man that we may fight together. Man said, I defy the armies of Israel this day. Give me a man that we may fight together. I'm looking for somebody like Debo in Friday talking about who else wants some of this? Who else wants some of this? Who wants some of me? Who wants some of Debo? Who is it that wants some of this? Which one of y'all wants some of this? So Ice Cube had to play the role of Israel. Debo had to play the role of the Philistines. Or Ice Cube or Kyrie and Kanye got to play the role of Ice Cube. And the Jewish people got to play the role of Debo. Walking around talking about who is it that wants some of them. Better get on your knees and apologize before I cut your head off. That's what they doing. That's what they doing, posing a threat. And they continuously been doing it. Ice Cube had the nerve about a year ago or so to put out a short vid or something he posted with a bunch of Jewish, so-called Jewish people with the World League map, and they had it on the backs of a whole bunch of Negroes bent over down there. Now this year, he talking and coming up against Kanye and against Kyrie. Somebody call that clown and tell him and make him remember what he said. That's the same Negro that was talking crazy about his so-called Jewish manager that was over him. Talking about he was a devil, he was this, he was that. He did. So why is he coming up against his own family now? Did they put the fear in him after he did all that and said all that? Did he learn a lesson? Huh? What's wrong, Ice Cube? You don't want none of Debo no more? You don't want none of Debo. You ain't gonna pick up a brick and hit him in the face like Israel got about ready to pick this brick up and hit this giant in the face. Like the Negro got a brick in his hand, and that's what they scared of. They asking Kyrie and Kanye, why you got this brick in your hand? Why is you got this brick in your hand? That's the problem. They want them to put that brick down and apologize for acting like they finna chunk it. Okay? That's the problem. Remember that. Ice Cube picked up a brick and hit the giant in the face. Brought him down to the ground and handled his business in the movie. In the movie. A lot of people probably didn't catch that. The little man and the giant. A lot of people probably didn't catch that. Right? So Ice Cube done got scared of Debo. He's scared. Verse 10, I went to 10 through 12, 1 Samuel chapter 17. And the Philistines said, I defy the armies of Israel this day. Give me a man that we may fight together. When Saul and all Israel heard those words of the Philistines, they were dismayed and were greatly afraid. But hopefully, Kyrie, you don't get afraid. Hopefully, they don't come at you and make you bow down. So far, y'all look like y'all ain't afraid. Stand your ground. Stay on your square. Stay in your circle. Southpaw. Do whatever it is you got to do. Do not drop that brick. That brick represents more than you think. Do not drop that brick, sir. I hope y'all still think y'all can whoop this giant. Okay? Verse 12. Or verse 11 again. When Saul and all Israel heard those words of the Philistines, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. So Saul, who is the king of the people, if he's scared of the giant, then what that got to say for the people? What's said of the people if the king is scared? If our king is scared, then what? Then what? You know? Then what? It's just like when the COVID came out. You know, if you're in a congregation sitting under somebody and he scared and he put on a mask, immediately put on a mask. You putting fear in your congregation because your congregation, before they saw you that Shabbat, didn't really believe in the COVID. But you showed up with a mask on. Now the congregation, they scared because you scared. You scared. You don't want to do nothing to offend the so-called Jewish people. You scared. You are scared. You're spreading fear throughout the camp. You bring a false report. Every time they news say that a so-called Hebrew or Israelite did something to the so-called Jewish people without any proof or facts, it makes you shake and you start talking against your own people without even researching. You just believe what they said. You's a clown. Moving on. You even more than that. That's effeminate. Verse 11, when Saul and Israel heard those words of the Philistines, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. Now David was the son of that Ephrathite of Bethlehem, Judah, whose name was Jesse. And he had 8 sons, and the man went among men for an old man in the days of Saul. Okay, so Jesse was held up to be a man among men in the days of Saul, right? Now David was the son of that Ephrathite of Bethlehem, Judah, whose name was Jesse. So we're getting into it. Somebody got to stand up and be ready to fight this giant. Jump to verse 22. And David left his carriage in the hand of the keeper of the carriage and ran into the army and came and saluted the brother, ready to roll. He had it in his heart. He about this action, man. He heard about the giant. He heard about the giant. He heard, okay, so what? Saul and them scared and all that, but one out of the family ain't scared. Bushwick Bill ain't scared to fight the giant. All right? Bushwick Bill versus Shaq. I know where the money gonna go. I know where all the money gonna go. When they see the match in the title, now I already know where the money going. I got to go against the odds. And David left his carriage in the hand of the keeper of the carriage and ran into the army. Didn't walk, he ran, hurry up, and got involved. Hurry up and got involved. I want to be a part of this. What's up? What's up, man? What's happening? What's up? He ran to the army and saluted all his brothers. I'm going to jump to verse 52. Hold on. It's a lot. Verse 52, and the men of Israel and of Judah arose and shouted and pursued the Philistines until thou come to the valley and to the gates of Ekron. And the wounded of the Philistines fell down by the way of Shearaim, even unto Gath and unto Ekron. Right? Oh, Salaki. Let's jump back. Let's go to verse 32. And David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine. Don't nobody be scared. That's the same thing Joshua and Caleb was telling the Israelites back then. Don't nobody be scared. I'll go fight. Thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine. But David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine. Somebody got to stand up and fight this giant. Verse 37. David said, moreover, the Most High that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. So that's what I'm saying. Kyrie, Kanye, stay up in there. So far, y'all raised y'all hand. Y'all ran into the army. Y'all say, I'll fight the Philistine. I'll stand up against the so-called Jewish people. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll fight Debo. I'll fight him. That's what you said. So now, Kanye and Kyrie, David said, moreover, the Most High that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. And Saul said unto David, go, and the Most High be with thee. And I'm saying to Kyrie and Kanye and anybody else that's out there that's been put in a position to be in front of our people as some kind of idol. If you want to come up against the giant, may the Most High be with you. Go on your way and do your thing. Be ready for war. Once again, there are casualties in war. People get hurt, people die. Know it and be prepared. If you want to get with it, go run to the army. Run like King David did. Run. Salute them folks. Say, I'm here and I'm ready, man. Y'all Israelites, what them Israelites said? I'm ready, y'all. I understand we Israel. What's up? What y'all want to do? What's going on? What y'all want to do? And this is for right now, just a verbal war. All we got to do is spit that water out on them witches. Like I said, they're going to go to melting. All you got to do is start running your mouth like them boys doing, and they're going to melt like butter. You ain't got to have, that's the brick. That's that brick that's in their hand. This word, this truth, this truth. Verse 45 through 46. Then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with the sword and with the spear and with the shield. He already, ain't it? 10 feet tall. He got a sword, he got a spear, and he got a shield. 10 feet tall. So what he scared of? David then said to the Philistine, thou comest to me with the sword and with the spear and with the shield. When I come to thee in the name of the Most High of hosts, Yahweh, the God or the Almighty Elohim of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defiled, talking that mess against my father, talking that crap against the one that brought us from amongst the giants in Egypt and Assyria, right? Same one who gained fame back in the day when he stomped out Sihon and when he stomped out Og. They were bigger than David, and they were hybrids. They were hybrids. So what? David know the history. David know the history. Verse 45 again. Then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with the sword and with the spear and with the shield. When I come to thee in the name of the Most High of hosts, the Almighty Elohim of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defiled. So them fight words in the on. This day will the Most High deliver you or thee into my hand. Look, man. So that's what that's what Kyrie and them already supposed to know, and I'm pretty sure they do. Kanye and them already know. They coming at y'all with a spear, with a shield, with a sword, right? And you coming to them in the name of the Most High, in the name of truth, right? And you ready to put them down because they have defiled your temple, Your temple is here. Your temple is the people you dwell among. They have completely defiled us too long. And you sick of it. And I hope you stay sick. This day will the Most High deliver thee into mine hand. And I will smite thee and take thine head from thee. And I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel, an almighty power, and almighty Elohim in Israel. I'm gonna make an example of y'all. Even if I gotta die, right? But I'm gonna die in the name of the Most High. You're gonna know what I stand for. And those who come up behind me gonna continue to come. And we're gonna continue to install fear because the giant gotta fall. He can be whooped. He can be whooped. He can be whooped. Hebrews 4:12. The Most High looking for somebody who ain't scared to fight the giant. Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Almighty Elohim is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. And you see how it affects the people when all we got to do is come out and say, we the Jews, we the real Jews, we the real Israelites. You see what happens when that happens. Not saying you Muslim, not saying you Christian, not saying you a Buddhist, none of that. But when you start saying to them folks out here on a platform which they done set you up as if you somebody, that you are the real Israelite, you the real children of Israel, you done killed these people. Like I said, you spewing out fire. And that water hitting that body of that witch or these witches or these warlocks. When that water hit them, it's just like water putting out fire. It's just like water putting out fire. Right? For the word of the Almighty Elohim is quick, boy. It brings forth life. And all those who listen to Kyrie, all those who listen to Kanye, is subject to wake somebody up. It's quick. It's quickening. It brings forth light. It turns on lights. It lights candles. It shakes people up, stand them up on their feet. It puts spirit back into the people that's been killed and stepped on over here. And they know it. Because them boys are idols that they set up themselves. But them idols, they'll start trying to turn around and say the right thing. And they don't like it. It's hurting them in the soul. So the word of the Almighty Elohim is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. And that's what's happening with them clowns out there, the so-called Jewish, is piercing them, dividing asunder to the soul and to the spirit, because the truth killing them, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. The word is, it's going to reveal. It's going to reveal. It's going to bring out the truth, or it's going to bring out the lie, one of the two, but it's going to bring it all to the front. The Most High going to bring everything to the front. And that's what's happening. That's the time we're living in. The Most High trying to see, and he's showing COTP who really love him, who really don't, who hate him and who don't. It's right before our very eyes. He's doing all of that. It's amazing and it's beautiful. And it's a part of the reward when you keep honoring the Most High, you keep praying, you keep walking in his ways, knowing you know everything is said and everything we done live is true, man. Whether it hurts or not, it's true. And that's what them boys out there trying to stand up and do. So, like I said, somebody got to die. You go to war. Casualties of war, and somebody going to die, somebody ain't going to make it home. But long as we win, all right? Long as we win. For the word of the Almighty Elohim is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. Hallelujah. And of joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Right. So even if you've been bluffing, talking about you love the Most High, all this, that, and the third, the Most High got a way of bringing it out to show that you either about that or you phony. Either or. Judges 16, 28 through 31. Judges 16, 28 through 31. And Samson called unto the Most High and said, O Most High Yahweh, the Almighty Power, remember me, I pray thee, and strengthen me, I pray thee, only this once, O Almighty Elohim, that I may be at once avenged of the Philistines for my 2 eyes. Because they plucked the man's eyes out, man. Anybody don't know the story, they cut the man hair off. He was a Nazarite. Because he fell for a woman. Right? He went for the okie doke, and the woman meant him no good. Same thing with the Jewish, so-called Jewish people. Y'all lined yourself up with them, and they meant y'all no good. So they done plucked your eyes out, cut your hair off, cut off your strip. That's where your strip lied in your hair, because you was a Nazarite. It was a rule and a law. But the Most High told you until your time be fulfilled, you should not shave, put a razor on your head. You had an ordained ministry going, and you're supposed to follow after thus says the Most High. But you got salt, and they knew who you were, so they started poking and pricking at you. They done plucked the man's eyes out, because he was what? A fighter and a warrior for the children of Israel, for his nation. They had to get rid of Samson so they could conquer Israel. Right? Same way with Kyrie and anybody like Kanye that's out there that the so-called Jewish people don't put up to be prominent. You start that mess, we're going to pluck your eyes out. We're going to mess with you here and there. Plucking your eyes out, what? Doing what? Taking your Adidas contract, taking your Nike contract. Then pretty soon, we're going to make some more threats to you. Right? So, and Samson called unto the Most High and said, O Most High, Almighty Elohim, remember me, I pray thee, and strengthen me, I pray thee. Only this once, O Almighty Elohim, that I may be at once avenged of the Philistines for my 2 eyes. And Samson took hold of the 2 middle pillars upon which the house stood, and on which it was borne up, of the one with his right hand, and of the other with his left. And Samson said, let me die with the Philistines. And he bowed himself with all his might. And the house fell upon the lords, and upon the people, and upon all the people that were therein. So the dead, which he slew at his death, were many than they which he slew in his life. Then his brethren and all the house of his father came down, and they took him and brought him up and buried him between Zorah and Eshtaol in the burying place of Manoah, his father. And he judged Israel 20 years, right? But he asked the Most High one more time, give me strength so I can bring this place down. Be with me, Most High. I know I messed up, but one more time, forgive me. I know I messed up for signing up with these so-called Philistine / Jewish people. I know I messed up, but be with me this one more time. Let me open my mouth and speak, thus says the Most High, so I can help bring this kingdom down. Please. But as the master teacher said, you got to be willing to give up everything to gain the kingdom. Give up this earthly stuff so you can gain the kingdom or the heavenly Father. Got to. Exodus 2 Let's try 5 through 12 right quick. Exodus chapter 2, 5 through 12. Right? And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river. And her maidens walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on him and said, this is one of the Hebrew children. This is one of the Hebrew children. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for thee? And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. And she went and called the child's mother. See? And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the child and nursed it. And the child grew. And she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter. And he became her son. And she called his name Moses. And she said, because I drew him out of the water, which is a strong name. He came out the spirit. I drew him out the spirit. I called him Moses. This is Pharaoh's daughter, someone who was what? That's the president or the king's daughter. So Moses, she said she took Moses for a son. He was of high stature. He was in the king's house. So he had to look just like Pharaoh. He had to look just like the Pharaoh. Right? And it came to pass. In those days when Moses was grown, that he went out. He went out unto his brethren and looked upon their burdens. He saw their suffering, like Kyrie and Kanye. They've been staying in the house of Pharaoh for a long time. But they decided to keep looking at their people, how people keep suffering, and it did something to them. Right? And he spied an Egyptian, slain in Hebrew. Right? One of his brethren, scripture says. And he looked this way and that way. And when he saw that there was no man, and he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. So guess what? Once again, Moses ain't scared to fight the giants. The Egyptian was considered giants and prominent. We were slaves in Egypt, just like we slaves over here now. Moses wasn't scared. Moses slew him and hid him in the sand. Slew him and hid him in the sand. So like All right, family, Salakia. So I'm going to leave it alone right there. But may the Most High stay with them brothers for as long as they can hang in there. Because they're going to get ugly. They're going to get rough. But hopefully they already done thought it out and preparing themselves for the battle, right? They're preparing themselves for the battle. Once again, casualties of war, when you go, going to be somebody getting hurt, somebody going to die. And that's real. That's real. Ain't no turning back. We're moving forward. Continue to stay strong and stay focused. I pray the Most High stay with everybody that's in it. Right? Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. All honor, glory, and praises go up and out to the Most High Yahweh, Yahuwah, Mahashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shah, Yahusha, Kwam, Yashala, man. Be prepared for this thing. It ain't nothing to play with. We can laugh and giggle in between, but let's be prepared, man. All right? Most High willing, I'll do it again. Shalom.